Yeah, Brooklyn. Whoa. Look, I used to play the game like I'm in the field and still live my life like I'm Uncle Phil. I been about the dollar, so I chase the bills. The world is going nuts, Bible be the pill. And sometimes I contemplate an overdose. I'd rather die in righteousness, can't speak for most. I still remember nights sleeping with the toast. Plus the bar was always nasty, had it screaming gross. The Lord always had me when I was seeing ghosts. Repent or die, mama, can't you see the growth? My people need a savior, I just give them hope. And wash them from their sins, Christ be the soap. Whoa, yeah. Repent or die, baby. Yeah. Repent or die, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Repent or die, baby. Yeah. Repent or die, baby. Yeah. Whoa. What it do, people? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one. And, I just made this, beat. I shouldn't say I made the beat. I recorded this joint yesterday around like 2 o'clock in the morning, just playing around, man. I hear beats. I just wrote something. It's like, yo, man, let me make this the new introduction for this podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up a little bit. I'm going to put the other one at times. But right now, you know what I'm saying? I like how this sounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But for those that don't know, man, I'm Junes, the original Jew by blood, not by conversion. I'm out here splurging with the wealth, with the word. Word up. Gotta give all praise and glory to the Most High. Ahaya is his name. Only name given to the children of Israel. Gunshot salute. For he is worthy to be praised. My whole existence, me being alive, me having an opportunity to get right is through his mercy. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, we gonna have an interesting one today, man. I hope everybody is had a great weekend. I hope everybody's preparing themselves for the new week and, getting themselves together in preparation for, the week and also what's coming our way. And shout out to the sis, man. She just sent me something on my iPhone. I'm gonna definitely talk about it. Yeah, definitely gotta talk about it. As for me, man, things been copacetic, praise the Most High. It's been beautiful in NY. I can't complain. None of the homies is in situations. The people that's in their situations, somebody got shot yesterday, police shooting people now. You know how it is in the hood, man. And, this is why I do what I do, man. I try to let people understand exactly what's going on and give you a different perspective and not give you the same fugazi conversations that these Hebrews be giving y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's leading our people astray. You know what I'm saying? We need a clear path. We need to see the problem and address the problem, not see it and then come with solutions that's only going to walk around it. You feel me? But on today's topic, man, I want to talk about the risms that isn't working for black people. And now you guys like risms. What's that? The word risms, like consumerism, socialism. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear the word rism, just know it isn't working for us. And I put three things together. There's a lot of things that's affecting us across the board, but I want to talk about the three major things that's really affecting us, that's causing complete chaos within our community. And those three is materialism, socialism, racism. Okay? These are the three major factors that's affecting our community and our people, right? So let's start off with materialism. And the reason why I even came out with this is I seen The Real with Dr. Umar. I think he was on 101, whatever these radio stations be, Power 105, right? And son was talking, he was talking the truth. He said, we like one of the most poorest people, but yet we spend more money on Jordans. We spend more money on a Mercedes Benz, and we can't even afford to keep a roof over our heads. And when he said that, I was like, damn, homie, right? You know what I'm saying? And we all are affected behind this. Nobody is excluded from this. That's including myself. I like to look fly. I like to buy expensive jewelry. I like to wear designer shoes. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. But I also come from that tradition that if you can't buy 5 to 10 pairs at the same time, you can't afford it and you shouldn't be rocking with it. So this is what we're gonna be talking about. The risms that isn't working for black people. So let's start off with the materialism and consumerism. Ooh, see the risms? I'm listening. Somebody's about to be risen. Are you dumb? Check this out, right? And this is from the Forbes website. So you guys could type this in the Forbes website, right? It says 40 million Negro Americans are the second largest consumer groups in present times, right? At 300 billion, despite being 13.4% of the U.S. population, Negro households account for just 10% of nation's total spending on goods and services in 2019. So we don't even spend our money on necessary things. We only spend majority of our money on materialism. We spend our time, our hard-earned money on materialisms. Let me say that again. We spend our hard-earned money on materialisms, on material things. 300 billion, okay? 300 billion is what we spend on things that have no sentimental value, no growth, nothing. This is why they flood our communities with nothing but fashion, flood our communities with dealerships, always sending something in the mail saying you qualify for a new car. If you don't have, as long as you got a job, bad credit or not, you can get a car. This is how they get you, man. You understand? This is what the devil and his agents are doing, taking advantage. Like I tell you, America is a capitalistic society. You must capitalize on the ignorance of people. And why are they able to do that? You don't have no financial education. You don't go to school to learn about stocks and bonds, what to invest, how to invest, when to invest. We don't know none of these things. The only thing they tell you is go to school, get a job, get a degree, get a job, have a family, and live your life. That's all we get. Meanwhile, we getting all this money and still can't do nothing to uplift our community, a nation of people. And then we got brothers talking about reparation, but we're going to talk about that, right? Let's continue, right? Colored people, Negroes have a $1.4 trillion spending power, but yet are at the bottom of the totem pole. We make more money annually than Spain, Mexico, Netherlands, Turkey, Switzerland. We make more money than these countries annually. And when you take the time out and you go on Google and you look up Mexico, you got the results. When you look up Spain, still got beautiful cities out there. When you look up the Netherlands, all these areas is beautiful. And here we are in the hood in the United States of America, and there's nothing beautiful about it. In fact, not only there's nothing beautiful about it, these people is buying it, building stuff on top of it, kicking you out, and establishing something beneficial for them and people that look like them, aka people that can't afford what they can't afford. And they know that. Again, this is a capitalistic society. Let's capitalize off these people. Instead of having a one family house where this man is sitting on this land and spending thousands of dollars monthly, whether it's for mortgage or whatever, how about we just buy him off, give him, let's say the house, the property alone, every property that's in New York City, I'm telling you this right now, even in East New York, is $1 million plus. Don't let these people fool you. It's $1 million plus. They buying it for the beyond low value because you is financially dumb. Yes, that's what it is. You are financially dumb. So they're going to tell you a number that you're just not going to refuse. You're going to hear zeros that you ain't never heard in your life. Somebody come to you and say, yo, I'll give you $1 million right now for your house. $1 million? Even after taxes, you going off with 800. Say you going off with 800 million. 900 million. I mean, million. Hear me? 900,000. Say you going off with that. Majority of the Hebrews is gonna take that and run with it. And when you financially dumb, you're gonna take all that money. You're gonna buy a house because you need a place to stay. That's what you're going to do, right? And you're gonna buy a car because that's what you are told to do. As some Hebrews, absolutely, right? And then the money that you have left to the side, it'd be very rare that you see people investing into that. See, this is the financial illiteracy that we have, right? If I had $900,000, I'm living in the basement. $900,000, I'm taking at least 75 grand and investing it into something. Some things, 75,000, even 100,000, you invest it into something, it's going to come back. It may not come back as fast as you want it to, but it's going to come back. Then you got enough money to pay living in a basement, minding your business, paying beyond the means. Somebody that's sitting on $900,000, right? Paying, let's say, $1,200 in rent. Who's winning? Come on, I can't make this stuff up. But because we suffer from materialism and consumerism, we get that money, we go off the rip, we're gonna go running and go buy this. I gotta get that. Oh man, I'm buying a whole family a pair of Jordans. And listen, we all fall subject to that. I fall subject to that. It's so sad that we're so jacked up and spiritually cursed due to our disobedience that when we get money, we have a hesitancy to invest into ourselves. How many of us can honestly say, yo, I took $1,000 and invested into some stock, or I invested into a brand. I don't know where it's going, but I just took that chance. How many of us could say that? Absolutely not. It's not too many. But how many of us could say, yo, within the year, I done spent, let's say, $1,500 on sneakers. Let's just say I spent $1,000 on sneakers for the year. And you wear these sneakers 1, 2, 3 times and it lose all value for it. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened when you financially dumb. And this is where we at with it. We are financially dumb. We don't have no level of understanding of money. $1.4 trillion, y'all, of spending power. $1.4 trillion of spending power. So why haven't we owned absolutely anything? It's because the materialism and the consumerism. We like to be consumers. How many of us know how to build and grow? I'm not talking about growing bud. I'm talking about planting, growing. We can't even grow a family business. We so afraid of everything. Nobody want to take chances. Everybody want to live in a state of comfortability. When you become comfortable, you have no choice but to be a consumer. Because if you get out of your comfortability, you can't afford to be a consumer, because everything is going to be it's gonna be scarce. Like, yo, I can't afford this. But if I got a good paying job and they pay me well, I can afford to take a trip to the Middle East, or take a trip to Miami, and take a trip out the country, go to Aruba and do whatever. I can afford that because I'm financially secure. Like I'm financially comfortable. You feel me? And which turns you into consumer. All right? We desire material things. We got colored people. Shout out to the sister who just lost her pops, man. Rest in peace. But listen, I gotta talk about this. Yo, the sister had the pops buried. Mind you, this man is being buried. Okay? He's not going to the party. This man is being buried, decked down in Fendi from feet to toe. Excuse me, hear me? From feet to toe, from head to toe. He's in Fendi. Are you kidding me? Material. How much you think she spent? $1,500, 2 bands, maybe $3,000. Come on. She's even matching. She got a whole Fendi outfit as well, with the slippers to match. Are you kidding me? Material. How many of us want Jordans? When Dr. Umar said what he said about the Jordans, I'm like, damn, this is why Michael Jordan's a billionaire. And even with his billions of dollars, he ain't giving back to the hood. He made his whole career in Chicago. That man ain't fixing Chicago. That man could give a damn about you Negroes. He even said it. Listen, I made my Jordans. My Jordans was for the suburban white boys. Facts. You know, he's going to backtrack it and take it back and have them removed. But I remember. Just like I remember how Tommy Hilfiger said he didn't make his clothes for black people. I remember. See, you guys not going to remember, but I remember. That's why I don't wear these people's brands. Once you say certain things, I don't wear it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wear Jordans, you know what I'm saying? But that's not my, if the Jordans is fire, the things that I grew up with, definitely going to cop. But anybody that knows me, man, you'll find me in a pair of Yeezys, man. You'll find me in a pair of Reeboks, some fresh pair of ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I move, you know what I mean? But that's what we suffer from, materialism, right? Now let's go to the next one. Let's talk about socialism and culturalism. So a lot of you guys don't know what this was created to do. These things was created to accept the foolishness that you guys are seeing now. Accept somebody's gender preference. Accept somebody's partner preference. Accept it. You are made to accept it, right? But at the same time, while you accepting it, you're also being taught to discontinue yours. I'm seeing colored people partaking in, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I see you Negroes partaking in everything that's not colored. Everything. You guys partaking in Cinco de Mayo. I can't even say it. You can't even make a burrito. But here you all celebrating it. Celebrating 4th of July. I haven't yet, even Christmas. Like, yo, I don't see nobody ever celebrating Kwanzaa. I remember people used to celebrate that. What happened to that? It just disappeared. We partake in everything and accept everything that these people tell us. Socialism, they telling you how to talk. Oh, you gotta respect somebody's preference. If he is a he but want to be called a she, you gotta call him a she. You gotta give them pronouns. Are you kidding me? This is where we at with it now. Social engineering. They're the ones that's teaching women to act the way that they're acting right now. They're the ones that's teaching men to operate and move the way that they're moving right now. Nobody ain't teach you these things. God didn't teach you that. Your mother didn't teach you that. Television, school, having these people in your community. You understand? They pushing these narratives upon us, man, and you guys don't even see it. And you losing yourself in the process. You're losing yourself. I see people come from the islands, come to America and forget everything about the island. Dudes don't want to partake in nothing and nothing that's island based. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my moms, you know what I'm saying? My mom still keep the Haitian traditions and doing certain things that Haitian do, like, you know, the Haitian revolution. She's gonna always uphold that. Making the soup jom, you know what I'm saying? Making all that good. She's not letting that go. But what about our generation? I don't know how to make that. My children's mothers don't know how to make that. Like after my mom passed, God forbid, it's over for that. And yes, I know. Yes, I gotta learn. I know. I'm gonna make that a to-do list for next year. I'm gonna make it a to-do list, and I'm not even gonna wait till next year. I might just literally just have to sit down with her and have her do it. You understand? I might just have to literally sit down and have her do it, because, like I said, we need to learn. We need to learn our culture. We need to understand. We need to understand who we are, where we come from. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't have a heritage and no background, it's easy for you to be manipulated. Remember, again, this is a capitalistic society. You must capitalize on people's ignorance, okay? This is the isms that isn't working for black people. It's not working. It's destroying us. We're picking up patterns of European descent. This is why I call you guys Negroes. You guys want to be heathens. You guys don't want to be righteous. You guys don't want to be kings and queens. And I gotta catch myself, stop calling everybody kings, because I can't call a king who is out here looking like a peasant. I'm disrespecting all the kings before me, all the kings that really was kings on this earth. King James, King Solomon, King David, King Saul, King Christ. Are you dumb? I can't disrespect the royal helm for these Negroes. But sheesh, when I see you guys walking the beat and got your pants under your ass, that's social engineering. They give you these gay rappers that stand before you walking up and down these strips, talking crazy, looking super stupid. And these are the people that they tell you to follow and to admire. And you guys do exactly that. You know why? Because we got no social understanding. We got no cultural background. We got no heritage background. Every nation on the face of this earth, except for colored people, have a cultural, heritage background that they could trace back thousands of years. But you ever ask yourself, why aren't we able to do that? Is it because these people has taken that away? Is it because God has allowed our heritage to be sucked away from us? Think about that. Don't give me, oh, the white man did this, the white man did that. We're not doing that. That's a cop out. We're not doing that. Because if you want to be technical, the white man is not the only person that's taking advantage of our situation. Come on. We got the Arabs that's introducing colored people to Islam, which is the most biggest satanic gang on the face of this earth outside of the Catholic religion. These are gangs. Okay, these are not God-fearing, biblical. I won't even say biblical because they don't read the Bible, but some do. This is not scriptural perceptions and how they operate. And these people are gangs, and a lot of these colored people join these nonsense when they get incarcerated. It's a gang. You go get locked up right now, tell them that you Muslim, you follow Allah. See how many people's gonna bother you. You're gonna take a shower, do whatever, live your life in peace. But go in there and say you a colored man and you stand for Malcolm and Martin or whatever you want to talk, and see how people's gonna come bother you. See if people's not gonna test you. This is what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just what they do. This is the times that we living in. Come on, man. Over here following we partake in every nation's culture. We partake in everything, man. Even the gay pride, that's not colored people culture. That's European nonsense. And here we are, first ones on the front line, running up and down the strip. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. And it's sad. Like, I feel bad for like the African Americans. Like, you guys really don't have no tradition. The only thing that you guys really have is being a slave, bro. And I don't even want to sound mean, but it's the truth. Like you see how we got Labor Day, and all the island people come together. They do what they do. Not saying that it's right, but at least they got a level of culturalism in them where they, what I'm saying? Like Haitian people is gonna hold on dearly to be Haitian. Don't let Haitian Flag Day, whatever. But you can't say that for African Americans, bro. You guys are the epitome of a certified Negro, son. You guys, everything that these so-called people do is in a slave descent mentality, bro. Facts. We have a family. We having a family reunion, and y'all go somewhere down south, and y'all reminisce on when y'all was slaves. Like I'm just telling y'all the truth. Eating wild slavery food. You know what I'm saying? Get the catfish. Get the catfish, put it with some barbecue. Get the pork chops, put it with some barbecue. Get the crab, dip it with some barbecue. Ooh, did you get the lobster? Ooh, the lobster tail, dip it in some barbecue. Put some barbecue, put some Ray and J's on top of that. Put some mac and cheese, extra cheese, please, please. Oh yeah, the collard greens, put a lot of salt on that. Ooh. But barbecue. Oh my G. Yo, rest in peace, Pops, man. Barbecue. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Yo. That's the only thing that I'm telling you. It's sad, but it's the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and to make y'all feel special, they gave you June 19th. And the Negros run. The Negros go crazy for June 19th. Oh my bad. They give you Black Friday. They give you Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like your culture is literally based on heathen, Gentile nonsense, bro. Y'all guys look forward for the Thanksgiving. How can I forget that? Mind you, you're celebrating the slaughter and murder of innocent people. Can you just imagine how would you feel if the Native Americans did that to y'all? Every year we're gonna celebrate the slaughter and murder of some Negroes. We're gonna celebrate the death of Martin Luther King. Ah, my G's, this culture. Listen, the ism that isn't working for black people is real. Now let's talk about racism. Oh man, we have to touch on this. It's 2022. We still touching on it? Yeah, we have to. Okay, because people don't understand. First and foremost, let me make this clear. Colored people cannot be racist. You know why? Because we don't have the power based on our racial stance can make any change that can affect another nation. We don't have that power. So by default, we can't be racist. Colored people can never be racist. So when I hear people say things like, yo, you sound like a black extremist, what am I being extreme about? What am I saying that's not the truth? The truth don't got no filter, right? It don't. I didn't create racism. I didn't create these level of classes. You know what I'm saying? Cultural class, financial class. I didn't create this. We didn't create this. These was things created for these oppressors to be on the top of the stool when everybody's beneath. I didn't create classism. You know what I'm saying? I didn't create that. I'm just addressing it and let it be known that, yeah, you got these things in place, but let's never forget that you guys are beneath us. Are you dumb? Let's not forget that. I know for a fact that we the most dominant race on the face of this earth. Christ said it. We are the salt of this earth. If there's no colored people, this place is going to be dry. And you guys know my analogy. If you think I'm lying, look at basketball in the 50s when it was just nothing but Caucasians running up and down the field. It was trash. Football, trash. Who brought the flavor to that sport? Who brought flavor to all the sports? Boxing was trash. When you see these Caucasian people in the ring, it was trash. Muhammad Ali brought the foot shuffle. You know what I'm saying? The shoulder rolls, the bobbing and weaving. These people wasn't doing all of that. These people was standing still, getting hit in the head, and then whoever hits the hardest, that's what it was. We brought that flavor to anything. Look at music. You ever hear these Caucasian country music? I'm coming down the city when we phone. Trash. Are you dumb? You come over here and be like, yo, we chilling in the city. Girls looking pretty. I don't give a damn. I'm doing for my committee, etc., etc. I'm gonna need my cheddar. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you better. Come on. It's like everything that we do comes with flavor, baby. You know what I'm saying? So but let's not act like, you know what I'm saying, like me saying the things that I'm saying, or we being awoken to the truth and standing on what we standing on is causing us to be a racist. Oh, you sound just like the KKK. I don't mean that sound like the KKK. Let a black man lynch let a black man lynch a white person and see what happens to him, the community, etc. Listen, martial law will be declared. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Let us go into a church and burn the cross and stand outside. Let us go to Prospect Park and put a big ass cross in the air and burn it and see what happens. See what happens. See how fast the FBI is not going to be in everybody's phone, checking everybody's data, seeing who was there, etc., etc. Come on, man. Make it make sense. But we're not going to act like racism doesn't exist. Let me show you how racism still exists. The fact that we still call each other black and white is a level of racism, right? Because when you look up the definition behind the term black, it stands for evil, wicked, destruction, savage. And when you look up the term white, it's pure, kind, gentle, sweet, loving. This is a fact. But then when I see a Caucasian man and I see a white sheet of paper, y'all don't match. When you see a colored man and you see a tire, we don't match. So why are you referring to me as that? Because it's psychology, social engineering. This is socialism at its best. This is it at its best. So as long as these things exist, these things will never stop. Saying little things like that. I remember when I had a whole training and we talking about, oh, how can we? And look, I'm gonna tell you how racist this thing was as well. When we have in class, when it's pertaining to racism, guess who's doing the presentation? It's colored people, right? But when it comes to having a conversation of anything else outside of racism, guess who's giving the presentation? Caucasian. That right there. See, I go in depth when it comes to paying attention. I don't just pay attention just for face value. You got to look deeper into the root for you to see the lies. Racism. Look, racism. When you go into these churches and you got people believing that the Lord and Savior is a Caucasian person, where the Bible don't even give you a depiction of him being pale, but they're not going to take it down. Because they got to show you a level of superior. This is racism. They're not going to take it down. They're not going to say, well, they'll tell you, well, Jesus got no image. It really doesn't matter how he look. Because when he comes, he's going to come in the spirit. And I agree with that. You're right. He's not. It doesn't matter how he look. So then let's make a petition that every church should take down the image of Christ down. That pale face, blue eyes, blonde hair, let's take all of it down. How about all of us? If we make $1 trillion a year annually and you guys make the other half, how about we all put up $10 billion and assure that we pay the top the top stone removers and picture removers and glass cleaners and etc. construction, and let's reconstruct this whole community. Every church that's on the face of this earth that has an image of this man needs to be taken down. How about we do that? Of course you're not gonna do that. Are you dumb? That's what they're gonna say. They're not gonna do that, because they gotta always remind you that they are above you. You must worship and praise them. They are your saviors. That's what that means. That's what that picture stands for. They are your saviors. That's why there's always a level of pushback when it comes to colored people standing up to the man. Because with $1.4 trillion in spending power, I think we should have our own land by now. I think every man should say, you know what? Forget the job. Forget that. Every colored person should say, forget the job. Everybody that got money in their bank account, let's take $10,000 out. If you don't have it, take what you got. And let's go purchase the land. Listen, Africa is hiring. Africa got a whole situation talking about come back. With $1.4 trillion, we can purchase at least 5 big ass cruise ships. And the same way we came, the same way we shall leave. We could do that. But you don't want to. Because you respect and revere and honor your daddy. Because in your mind subconsciously, due to socialism and culturalism, you believe these people to be superior to you. And then when you hear stupid things like the minorities of the world, you know colored people are the majority of the world, right? When you realize that blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Philippines, Hawaiians, etc., when you realize that we all come from the same daddy, you're gonna realize that it's more of us than them. When they doing their studies, you understand? When they do their studies, they don't just divide the people, because they know who you are. They know who you are. And if you don't believe that they don't know who you are, ask yourself why our music and why our entertainment is always in a negative light. Because they got to keep you negative. Whereas when it comes to an agenda, social engineering, they always put a black face on front of the screen for you to accept it. Social engineering. I can't make this stuff up. This is socialism. This is racism. This is capitalism. Okay? When you hear the word risms, just know it isn't working for black people. And these things that I mentioned isn't working. And it's only going to get worse. Oh. What you thought it was going to be? You thought it was going to be better? Anything with the word ism, even system, isn't working. The traditional system, it's not for us. It's never for us. It wasn't for you then. It's not going to be for you now. It's not going to be for you tomorrow. The only thing that you have right now is to seek the Most High, according to the Most High. Not these satanic institute called churches that they got you in there being bamboozled and lied to, got you following everything outside of the Bible, and then justify it because it's coming out of a church. You gotta make it make sense. I can't make this stuff up. You guys just don't understand. Because this society capitalizes off the ignorance of a people. Capitalism, okay? Socialism, okay? Materialism, consumerism, all the risms that isn't working for black people. It's not working, family. So it's time that you take a different approach. Because if you don't, you're going to be toast. You're going to be turned into a ghost. And you're going to be buried and destroyed like the most. And we are here. So I'm going to leave it as that. You know, I don't want to be too long-winded. Just giving you something to think about. Something to think about. And understand that we have the power. We have the power to make change. Reparation is not gonna make any change. Reparation is only gonna justify the inflation, because ever since they gave these Negroes some money, you see what the economy is like. Okay, so we don't need no reparations. We have enough money. We have enough spending power to do our own thing. We have enough spending power to open up our own businesses, to support everybody on the face of America. We have the power, but you need the mental tool to complete it, to fix it. So stop complaining, stop seeking reparation, because it's not gonna work. Reparations only gonna double the inflation. Okay? So let's not seek that. Let's put our minds together. Let's get financially intelligent and not be financially dumb. Okay? And we can do whatever we need to do. The keys is in our hands. I tell you guys this all the time. If you're looking for these people to help you get better, you would never get better. Because if you get better, you become a threat to their empire. They don't need no Negroes. They don't need no Negroes sitting at the rim or looking up where they can touch your foot. They don't want that. You can't touch them. You gotta always stay at the bottom. Okay? That's why there's brackets. You see the pyramids. Okay? They buy the things that we need every day to survive. They hold dearly to that, because those things is what's gonna keep us down. But when we put ourselves together and put down the Mercedes, the BMWs, the Lexus, these condos and all of this foolishness, spending unnecessary money just so we can step outside and say, look, man, I'm winning. Winning what? You winning, but what about your family? They got these dudes, they got these athletes that's worth millions of dollars, close to $1 billion, and still got family and friends that's still in the gutter. Facts. Can't make this stuff up, man. But anyway, it's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Continue supporting. Again, this is a beautiful episode titled The Risms That Isn't Working for Black People. I'ma holla at y'all.